Welcome back to KangBrosTV. Liverpool 5, Atalanta 0. Finally, we get a game where we ain't bored shitless and we're seeing goals just getting whipped, banged everywhere. Finally, we get a sick game to watch. But boy, I did not see that coming whatsoever. I was going into that game thinking, you know what, it's going to be tough, you know. It's going to be tough. Who are we going to play? Who are we going to choose? Boy, it didn't even matter, bruv. Because we tucked those goals. Everyone was just seemed to be on it. But I'll let you talk about how you saw it because I didn't really think Atalanta helped themselves. I don't know who they thought they were playing. If they didn't know, that they didn't get the memo that they're playing Liverpool. You know,
no,
I don't know.
I disagree. Listen, Atalanta, they've from what I've seen and known and what I've watched in the past and whatever, they score goals. Yeah, they like to play an offensive style of football. They want to score. They're not interested in sitting back or whatever. And listen, if we're being brutally honest, if you watch our videos, if you watch Villa and whatever, you're gonna look at that and think, listen, if you have a go at them, there's something to be got there. There's something to be had. So you can't blame them if that's how they want to play and that's how they do play. And they've been successful. They've beaten teams. They've scored freely, right? I think they beat Midtjylland 4-0, something like that. So I understand it. That for them, it's like, right, we're going into a shootout. Yeah, we're having a shootout, right? And we'll see what happens. They've gone in the shootout and they got shot. They got shot
by the Jota. Diego Jota. That's his name, bro. Yeah? Not Jota.
I told you that he was going to be a player.
My man said Takumi Minamino is more of a problem than Jota right now in his eyes. But anyway, let's forget that. He's apologised. We accept your apology. Jota the Shotter is banging goals and he's vicious out here. Like some of the goals, there's goals today. There's no joke about those goals.
Listen, the first finish, I thought to myself, oh my God, that's ridiculous. And then the second one,
Michael Owen-esque in that.
The second one, when he just slapped it in, I just went, whoa. Even the keeper, you could tell the keeper's like, right, okay, let me see what he's going to do. Oh, what the fuck? It's in the net, bro. It's done.
But you know what? You're right, you know. I think the way Atlanta were playing, yeah, I'm sorry, but they had zero discipline in the way they were doing things. They're so widespread across the whole pitch. There was no kind of, for me, no organisation between the attack, midfield and defence. They were just allowing Liverpool to have the ball. It's almost like you said, they watched the Villa game for, you know what, this team could be had at. We're going for this. And
they know that they're like, for them, they're like, we've been successful when we have a go. Yeah. So listen, let's have a go.
And there's players there to be, you know, we can pick at them. And I think that's what it was. They're like, Williams, bruv, in centre back. Yeah, I've said to you that since I've seen him play, and people sometimes say, oh yeah, we didn't have a lot to do. Even Gomez today, people say, oh, and every time he's had a good game, people say, oh yeah, we didn't have a lot to do. I think we need to give praise when players perform well. I mean, there was a stage when Gomez went flying or sliding across. I remember that.
I think he's still sliding now.
He's still sliding now. But you know what? They had a solid performance. There were so many solid performances. Even Curtis Jones today, he got on there with an assist to Mo Salah. We always dig out what is Curtis Jones doing. But when people are doing good things, you're gonna have to praise them.
My praise, obviously, Jota to one side, Alisson Becker.
Oh wow!
Because I'm sorry. This is what I'm saying. Straight away, all of a sudden, you say, "Oh yeah, wow." Because for as good as you want to say that these people had good games, yeah, Don Corleone in the sticks was he's the godfather, bro.
Oh, you know what is it? You know the keepers, when they pull out a save, they don't get enough praise. I remember the commentary from McManaman. Oh, Alisson pulls out a good save. That save that he did.
It's a worldie.
It's an absolute worldie. And this is that makes a difference.
And look where it goes as well. Look where it goes. It doesn't fall in someone's path.
It
goes into the fucking corner flag.
And that's what I'm saying. This is the difference. If any one of those goals are conceded, it then changes the whole dynamic of the game. Like, it gives the other team confidence. This is, unfortunately, where if Adrian was playing today, there would have been goals conceded. Because they did create some good chances, Atlanta. That Donia up top, right? He had some serious chances. And he just looked up to the skies and thinking, you know what? What do I do to beat this guy?
Yeah. And it's probably, like I said, this is why I say, you know, fair. Listen, I get it, I understand it. Rhys Williams, you say your piece on him, fine. The fact of the matter is, he's played a couple of games and they've kept clean sheets in every game they've played. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Give credit
where it's due in that sense. But like I said, I don't want to get too far away from the fact that we've got a goalkeeper that's actually Mazza. He's just madness, bro. He's madness. When he's not playing, yeah, I know sometimes he has the odd dodgy kick, he has the odd, you know, whatever. I can live with that. When you're out there catching houseflies in the net, bro, I don't care. He's the best. He's the best. He's best, bro.
No, it's a mazza. And even like the goals, it was good to see Mane on the score sheet. You know, like his finish made it look like it was nothing. Literally chipped over. But even the assist to that, I mentioned Curtis Jones already. Gomez, Trent's assist for the first one. Oh my god, the way he just dropped his shoulder and the weight of it. But it goes back to the position of the players as well. It was very well drilled.
I also, and I think you made a point earlier. And again, we didn't watch the game together, but you made a point that everything was done quicker. There was tempo to the play, and I picked that up. But I also thought to myself, today is the first time that we've played a team that's come and had a go. This is the first time we've played a team that's. I mean, obviously Villa was just listen. That again, the thought of it makes me shudder. But we played a team that's had a go, and I almost felt like the Liverpool players went, "Oh shit, there's space in behind."
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
And they were like, "Oh, all of a sudden Salah, boom, stick it in there, because I'll run him." Goalkeeper wasn't coming off his line.
Jota.
They were like, you know what? Oh my god, these aren't sitting on the edge of their box. Do you know what I mean? So they're having a go. So it worked out to be against them in the end. But fair play to Atalanta. But that's how they play. They take them chances. All of a sudden, you're looking at potentially a 5-3 or 5-4. Do you know what I mean? Because they had chances to score goals. So I'm not shitting on Liverpool's performance, because this is today a game that I've looked at and thought, that is a team that has won the Champions League not long ago. That is a team that has won the Premier League. That's just my opinion of watching that game today. I thought to myself, yes, we're having a go. We're getting in behind. We're putting the ball in. We're telling them. We're putting them on the back foot. And I thought it was just nice to watch them. But you can't get away from the guy today. We talked about it in our last video about maybe it's time to stick Jota in.
He's earned it, man. He's earned it. There was nothing more that the guy could do to get ahead of Bobby. And look at this. He's taken his opportunity. And as I said, any minutes that you get, you need to take them. Yeah. And he's done that, and he's proven it.
He's now saying over to you, Gaffer. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Even when it comes to Curtis Jones, just take your opportunities. You know what I mean? Give the manager a reason not to take out the team. Even Tomiskas came on today, right? He was getting involved, yeah, and he was making challenges, and so he's positioning at the back post. I think he made one clearance when he came on as well. Just take your opportunity to push for that position. That's all you can do. And Jota has earned it, and all the praise should go him today. I mean, he was on fire. You know what I mean? And his name must definitely be Diogo Jota, because he's so direct and he fits in so well. And like they said, I think it was Rio mentioned it. The chemistry amongst the front three. It was hard to pinpoint where they were. They were,
there's very well fluidity. There's a lot more fluidity in what they were doing.
And you ain't mentioned even yet. You said to me earlier, even before we made this video, about Gini.
I literally was about to say, I was gonna let you finish, and I was gonna say I just want to make a special shout out. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he'd been having some like pre-workout or whatever, but he was aggressive today. I thought he was aggressive. He was on it. He was just like a bit between his teeth. I don't think he signed his contract yet. So something that would suggest to me that he's not going to sign his contract. That's what I would read into that. He's not going to stay. He won't be here next season.
I don't think so.
Because listen, we're coming into January. We're not long now until we get into the new year. If you ain't signed your contract by then, you're not going to sign it now, are you? And when you're 30 or whatever, Barcelona are interested. Koeman's going to play you. Barcelona aren't at it. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, whatever. But you can't. I was with someone today who I haven't seen for a long time. Who mentioned, I don't know what it is that Gini does. And I said to him, I goes, mate, are you kidding me? I goes, when he's not there, okay, it's easier to turn around and say, right, okay, if you don't know what it is that he does, but you know when he's not there, well, that tells you everything. You know when he's not there, so you take him for granted. I'm telling you now, he's as like every player on the planet. No one's perfect. Everyone does it. But when he's not there, you know he's not there. Today, I thought he was magnificent today.
And the thing is that you said that the people who just do not see it. For them, it's like it's invisible to them. They will not see Gini. Even today, like even when we're talking about it, we're fucking saying to you, mans, you still won't see Gini what he does, because you're not capable to understand what he's doing. And that's why I feel sorry for him, because he does these performances, and just because we've won 5-0, you're going to be talking about Jota. You're not talking about Gini. We're actually trying to pick him out and say, listen. And even with Hendo today, he falls in the same category, because this game will go by and people say, yeah, Hendo's there, but he was actually dictating the pace today. His passes were fizzing, literally the tempo of the game, and he was controlling that.
I just think it's unfortunate, because when he does go, because he will, listen, from my opinion, he will go.
And he drives forward with the ball.
That's the same. Those 5 yards, yes, he isn't the quickest, but over 5 yards, he is. When he wins it, boom, and then lays it off. And then it's like, and it's typically a forward pass. I know people are like, oh, gets up or goes sideways, No, come on, man. Put some respect on the geezer's name. Like, yes, the criticism would be he doesn't score enough goals to Liverpool. That would be the only criticism that you'd have for him. But when you've got front three who have had golden boots for the last two years, you don't need him to score that many goals. Yes, it would be great if he chips in, but he's also the Champions League. Listen, he does score goals. For me, it's going to be a massive loss when we do lose him. But you'd almost you tip your hat to him and say, you know what, sir, you deserve whatever it is that you want, because since you've been at this club, he's been fantastic.
And then lastly, finish off with Bobby. Like now, Jota scores a hat trick. Bobby came on, didn't really do anything. This was a perfect game to maybe score a goal or whatever. But this is what I'm saying. Now Bobby needs to start thinking now, right? Like, okay, Jota's doing his thing. I need to come on here. I need to sort my shit out now. And maybe this break is going to do him good, but this will hopefully kick him into gear. And this is why I bring it back to as well. All the people that kind of went for us and we had a go about Origi. Compare Jota and Origi. Compare a backup striker. Compare the squad depth. When now you bring on Jota, who does this, and then you have Origi. And now, as I said, there's a big difference, and there is an argument that Origi's being not played in the right position. He's put out on the left sometimes, which is stupid. I completely get that, and that is a disadvantage to him. But look at the comparison. Now you just talk about it, you have Jota now, who can sit in to replace Bobby Firmino. Would you ever consider doing that? You have a fit Bobby to say, I'm going to put Origi ahead of him. You probably wouldn't.
So, interestingly, this discussion that was had earlier was, and I heard it elsewhere as well, was what do you do with Firmino now? Because you cannot not play a guy that scored won us 3 games with the goals that he scored and a hat trick in Europe. So maybe it's a chance to bring Bobby in the midfield 3. So maybe play the front 3 with Jota in it and play Bobby in the midfield and give him that chance. And I thought to myself, fucking hell. We've said this before, but I thought, yes, that's the answer. It's not the answer. It isn't the answer. If you actually deep it, it's not the answer.
Why isn't the answer?
Because the midfield's not. There's nothing. Don't just make room for somebody because they're not playing in their position at the moment. They're not doing too well. Don't keep making room for him. If you're not playing well and you've got somebody that is playing well, the shape needs to stay how it is. Don't need to go and try and fit him in. You don't need to try and fit him in something. Listen, he's a brilliant player. He's done amazing things for Liverpool, and he will do amazing things for Liverpool. He's having a blip. It happens. But we've got somebody that isn't having a blip and someone who's firing.
And that's what you need.
Great position to be in.
And going into the weekend against Man City as well. Perfect.
That's it.
Firing, everyone's happy.
Shaqiri's got 2 assists in his last couple of games to win us games. Jota scored a hat-trick and scored in every single game.
Mane, Salah scored.
Mane and Salah have scored. We've kept a clean sheet in Europe. We're unbeaten, right?
Top of both leagues.
Yeah, we're unbeaten in the Champions League. We haven't conceded a goal in Europe. We haven't played brilliantly. The first game I've seen brilliant, which I thought was really good, was today. We played in the Premier League. The best game I think we had was against probably Arsenal or Chelsea, but we were unbelievable in those 2 games. But other than that, we ain't been great. We're top. So, as much as it is frustrating sometimes to see performances that aren't up to levels, there's no need to try and fit Firmino in. If he isn't up, if he's having a blip, he's having a blip. But that's why you have your squad. And seeing Jota come on, and seeing Firmino come on off the bench, you're thinking, fucking hell, brilliant. They're probably thinking, give me a break. Like Shaqiri coming on, allow me. Absolutely. Thiago coming back in, Matip coming back in. So, like I said, for those couple of games before where it's been tough to watch, fair play to the manager, fair play to the players because they've got through and whatever, and they've played in a very good performance today. But as I've said to you before, if you're a team in Europe looking at the table, you're going to say this Liverpool team are actually doing madness. Yeah. They've lost their captain, but they've lost their main player in Van Dijk. Alisson's been out for a while. Thiago's been the best signing, but he hasn't really played. The centre forward ain't scoring. But at the top of both their groups, it's like, to be fair. to be fair.
Doing all right. So yeah, man of the match is a bait one. There's no point even looking into it. Jota, the shotter, I hope he keeps firing and keeps doing what he's doing because everything he touches right now is just golden. It's just like, and everyone's get gassed about him. So hopefully going into the weekend, we can take that momentum perfectly into the Man City game. So yeah, let us know your opinion on the game. What some of our views that we've shared and your prediction even for the possible
my question would be to people watching is what would be your starting 11 for the weekend? Let's just say Matip is fit, Thiago is fit. I'd love to know what people's starting 11s would be. What were the thoughts on the performances today? Alisson, is it more prop to the goalkeeper or would you say listen, the defence were on job? I'd love to hear what people's thoughts are. And what do we do with the forward line? So really looking forward to hearing what people have to say about that. Thanks obviously for tuning in, and we look forward to your comments, likes, shares, hopefully, and subscriptions. So stay tuned. Peace.